Here we are live from Radio Kismet. My name is Christopher Plant, and our guest today for a live taping of a podcast is Mr. Dominic Episocopo. How are you doing, Dominic?
Very good, thank you. I shot rock bands for the mid-90s through maybe 2010. I mean, I would get assignments to shoot big bands like Sonic Youth or Beastie Boys or Bon Jovi or even Elton John I shot, but they weren't paying the bills. They were really inexpensive shoots that I could never survive on it, but it really elevated my status.
And so, the image that we have here on screen is a large piece of steak, and you ended up publishing a book about some of the work that you did that. Can you tell us a little bit about that project?
So Meet America I started with the United States shot,
Yeah.
and I had a show at Bambi Gallery, and I had worked on all this other work, but on the side I was fooling around. It was really just like a tongue-in-cheek, fooling around to see if I could do it, to make meat shaped like some objects. And it was a deal changer for my career.
Did you gain 20 pounds and your heart started?
Well, we'd eat dinner and my wife would be like, "What do we eat?" And I'm like, "Well, you're eating New Jersey and I'm eating Abe Lincoln." I did a lot of portraits. We did Ben Franklin, I did Betsy Ross, Alfred Hitchcock. And a ribeye makes for a really good portrait. So all my portraits,
I've heard that. Everybody knows that, right?
So all my portraits are, except for Elvis, was a filet mignon, of course. It's all things meat. So I would come up with iconic American kind of things and then reinterpret them with meat. So I did this one, and this was always, I set out to be, this was going to be a Philadelphia one.
Looking closer, I see tasty cakes
Exactly.
and mustard.
Yeah, so this was after me coasting on the meat book for many years and not really creating new work, kind of, I would almost say getting into a funk over it, and really just coasting on my laurels of this. And this was my first kind of attempt to create something new again and to put myself back out there. And I started just trying to make some Dutch master type photographs. I'm excited for the next 5-10 years of my career, which I haven't felt like in a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, it really inspired me, motivated me, and I'm also feel this is oddly enough one of the most prolific times of my career at creating. I mean, we make so much new work now, not just jobs. On days that we don't have an actual job, Drew and I just make work in the studio.